My post was, I can't believe my daughter just turned 4. Time goes by way too fast, and I absolutely hate it. I know I have a ways to go, but my takeaway so far, the worst part about being a parent is watching them grow up. Obviously, we talked about that in depth a little bit last week on last week's episode. It's not the tantrums, not the late night wake ups, not having to go back up to her room for 30 minutes to talk to her about how wolves won't attack her while she sleeps. That's on me for including meme wolves in her make-believe story. But essentially, cherish every moment. It goes way too fast. But going back up to talk to her about wolves and story time and skin of cats to bring it all the way back around. We're now in this phase to where she doesn't want books currently right now for like the last, I would say, week. She wants stories from us, like make-believe stories. Ooh. Which kind of challenges you as a parent.
Yeah.
Because now you're legitimately trying to storytell. How many stories can you just make up in your brain? I'm tying it to, okay, I'm like, what characters do you want to be in it? She always wants Tiggy. She always wants Princess Cerulean in the story. So I just grab any Disney movie that I have, Lion King.
That's genius.
Bugs Life, Tangled.
Angels in the Outfield.
It could be Angels in the Outfield. Ones that like well that you've seen a lot, that you remember back in the day. And then you just insert said characters and then make up all the other characters.
Yeah.
But once she wanted it to be a mountain, Princess Cerulean, Zooey. That was a name we kind of made up in one of the stories. Zooey, Tiggy, Tiggy's friends. But Tiggy's friends got to be the bad guys. Because there's got to be bad. But she's kind of giving me a lot of parameters to where it kind of cuffed me to how I could storytell.
Sounds like the producer needs to get out of the writing room. Kind of hey, writer's right. You produce.
Yes.
So like
I need to implement that standard.
Yeah.
But it got it to where I basically did the Bugs Life story, to where they go off, Princess Cerulean and Tiggy, they have to deliver food to Princess Cerulean and Zooey were the good guys in the story. She wanted Tiggy to be a bad guy with his friends.
Okay.
Tiggy was a Hopper, the bad guys in Bugs Life. So Princess Cerulean, she wanted the town to be called Beautiful, to where there's beautiful trees, beautiful grass, beautiful flowers. So I have to involve this entire story of once upon a time, there's Princess Cerulean and Zooey, and they lived in this place called Beautiful. Trees, grass, flowers, and they lived the happiest life ever. The only thing they had to do to continue to live happy was to deliver food once a month to Tiggy and his bad guy friends. Every month, Tiggy and his bad guy friends would come in, and they would collect the food that Princess Cerulean and Zooey would round up with everybody in the town, all the people, all the animals, all the insects. They'd round up the food, deliver it to, have it setting out for Tiggy and the bad guys.
Yep.
Tiggy and his friends. They'd pick it up and they'd go on their way. Till one day, all the food, they set it out and this big gust of wind came through. Are you guys familiar pretty good with Bugs Life?
Dude.
Are you guys staying with me at home right
Hopper's
now?
tagline, "What's right?"
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I'm a Bugs Lifer.
Or the main character in Bugs Life, I forget his name, but he's out there.
Something like Flip or something like that. Flick.
There we go. He like messes up and hits like the rock and all the food falls down into the river.
Yep.
There's no Flick in this one. The wind picks it up, blows it away. So Zooey decides she's going to go off on her own to find some friends from a nearby town to gather some food. Those friends' names, I'm like, what do you want those friends' name to be? She was like, Hook.
Boom. Great flick, by the way.
Dean.
The dude Dean?
Yeah, dude Dean and Bear.
Let's go.
But as she's going to the town, she has to go through a forest. In the forest, I'm thinking, all right, what scary things could be in the forest? Because this is a journey. You got to take them on a journey.
You have to.
All my brain thought of was wolves. And all of a sudden, she's in the forest. She sees the town light from down the road. It's dark out, and all of a sudden she hears, "Arr!" And she kind of like leans up out of bed.
No,
and I'm like, and then Zooey hears. The wolves start chasing Zooey. Zooey's running. Hook, Dean, and Bear are at the end by the line. Hey, just get to us. We'll save you from the wolves.
No.
They make it to him. They save him from the wolves. The wolves run back in there. Zooey tries to break down, hey, here's what I need help with. We got to gather food for Tiggy because Tiggy made a visit and said, if you don't deliver food, I'm like, I can't say I'll kill you. Yeah. So I'm like, we'll throw you in a cave and trap you there forever.
Oh, no.
So Zooey's breaking it down to all of the friends in this town, this nearby town. They're like, Dean, Hook, and Bear, hey, we'll help you. We will help you.
Yes.
the stipulation, they got to go into the forest and gather all this food. And I'm just naming all Rue's favorite foods like yogurt, meat, eggies, oatmeal, meat sticks, bananas, blueberries, all over. They're gathering all
Shepherd's
the food.
pie.
Shepherd's pie. But then the wolves found Zooey, Bear, Hook, and Dean. Now you need a sacrifice in this moment of the story. How are they going to get out of the forest?
Don't do Dean. Don't sacrifice Dean.
Zooey, Dean, and Hook were going to continue and run. Bear was going to sacrifice himself. She wanted Bear to growl and roar at the wolves. Yeah, bro. And so Bear's like, you guys go, I'll stay back. He's having his heroic moment in the hero's journey. While they save themselves, they go to Princess Cerulean, they have the food, they're all happy. Hey, Zooey, Hook, Dean, why are you guys sad? We lost Bear. But meanwhile, in the forest, Bear defeats the wolves. Bear defeats the wolves. And right when they were trying to live happily ever after, and Zooey and Hook and Dean, they were still sad, out walks Bear.
Please.
He made it.
Please tell me you got Skrilla playing on your phone as you go out of the forest. They hear subtle music. Bear's just slow-mo coming out of the brush. God.
So I crushed that story.
You crushed that story.
Rue was leaning up out of her bed like hitting all the moves. So I tuck her in. We lay. She's asking all the questions about the story. Why are they a bad guy? Well, you wanted them to be a bad guy. So I had to kind of had to be their role. Go downstairs. Rue starts crying. Mom goes up. Mom comes down. Hey, what story did you tell her? Oh, did you talk about wolves? It's like, yeah, I was kind of just thinking on my feet. I needed a moment of adversity while they were trying to go through the forest, and all I could think about were the wolves. And she's like, well, now she's scared of wolves. Like she sees shadows on the wall. The sound light, the sound machine, the light's too bright, so I had to turn down the sound machine because she's scared of the shadows. She thinks the wolves are going to get her. And I'm like, you live and you learn. Then 15 minutes later, Rue starts crying again. I go up there because I'm like, all right, I did this. Rue's scared because she has so much fear that she can't get out of her bed to turn up the light because she can't see anything now. And she's scared of all the walls being black. And so I got to lay there with her, talk to her about wolves. Hey, no wolves are going to get you in the house. There's no wolves in the house. There's no wolves in your room. There's no wolves in the house. There's no wolves outside. And she's like, but there are wolves in the forest. I'm like, oh, there's wolves in the forest, like far, far away. But sweetheart, it's all make believe. Like Dad-Dad's just telling stories. Dad-Dad's just doing make believe. I'm pretending. There's no wolves even close to us.
Yeah.
Are wolves black? White, gray, brown, black.
Yeah.
She's
that
like,
doesn't,
but
honey,
the
that
wolves
doesn't matter, by the way. Color doesn't matter.
Wolves are in the forest like we have forests outside. Sweetheart, those are just trees. Well, all the trees, they're close together, so it's like a forest. I'm like, that's a great point, but they're not. They're sweetheart, you got to go to sleep. There's no wolves. There's no wolves. Chef had a great point too. Chef
had a great point about the wolves.
Because I was telling Chef about this yesterday.
Yeah, I gotta fix. I told Will, first thing he needs to do is say, sweetheart, I am a wolf. They're good and bad wolves. So you just want to stay away from the bad wolves. And then the forest part, you go, no, that's the woods. That's just the woods. The forest is deep. The forest is far. It's no homes around the forest.
A lot of volume in the forest.
There's a lot of
dense.
The forest is a special place. That's just the woods behind the house.
Yeah.
Forest, Canada, woods, America.
Yeah.
Are we in America still? Oh, it's just the woods.
Oh, are we in Nashville, Tennessee?
Oh, it's just the woods.
It's just the woods, sweetheart. Hey, go to sleep.
Well, Chef had the exact same idea as me. And not to like bring levity just for a laugh, but I really would have loved to see you pull up whoever made that like real rudimentary highlight tape of you with like the intro where it's just the text on screen of your NFL highlights. It's like Will Compton, number 51, the wolf. And it's like the image of a wolf and you being like coming out of the smoke and truly being like, your dad is a wolf, but I'm a good wolf. And look how I took care of all these other wolves. Like, I think that would open something up for her of, hey, I'm like,
oh, my dad can turn into a wolf.
Yeah, my dad, well, he can turn into a wolf that's
he's a good wolf.
A good wolf.
He's a good wolf. He's a good wolf.
And maybe she's too young for that.
You solved this before. One of my first episodes, we had a caller call in how his kid thought they had a monkey in the room. And we said they should put out anti-monkey stickers.
Oh.
And so I'm just saying, it sounds like an anti-wolf sticker situation.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. And wolf spray, dude, with the aerosols.
That's what I need to go to.
Yeah, dude. Wolf spray with the aerosols.
Because I was at the part of the night to where when you're doing story time instead of books, you're taking way longer doing story time because you're having to like think on your feet the whole time. I'm caught up and I got to have like these moments of like keeping her on her toes.
Yeah.
And it takes so long. And then they want to have a recap of the entire story. So you just get to where you're run down after doing bedtime for a certain period of time. You're going down ready to kick your feet up. Now she's crying. She's scared. Okay, I did this. Let's go put these fires out. But I need to flip the switch.
Mike's secret stuff, dude. Go to Walgreens, get a cleaner spray bottle, tape over it, wolf spray, water in there. Surprise her tonight. Honey, look what I got at the store.
I think one last point is when you're doing a story like this, always give a descriptor of like a far, far away land. This happened far, far away. This doesn't even exist around me.
That's smart.
That way you can say whatever you want in the story and go, no, that's the forest and blah, blah, blah. It's far, far. We'll never even go there.
Next thing I know, she'll have me up with her little globe in the room and be like, "Can you show me where?"
Yeah,
all right, it's over here in Japan.
You're opening some more doors, but I think that's a good you're putting the expectation first that hey, this is not anywhere. This isn't in Tennessee.
Yeah, sweetheart, this is in Ukraine. You know what I mean?
And Will.